WolfGxngDon, never lagging. 2K bills to the fraction, breaking it down to the pound, puts news and views on tips to get you cracking. It don't stop till we on top, boy, brick by brick, we gotta build. Give a like and drop a sub, this WolfGxngDon, you know it's real. Never chill, sauce it up, we stacking, getting bills. Peep the traction, getting badges, 2K champ, this how it feels. This the dawn, yeah, running it up, no time to play. You know what's on, yeah, the greatest builds inside 2K.
Before we even get too far into the video, man, go ahead and smash that like button and make sure you subscribe to the channel because I am dropping bangers for all of 2K23 for the rest of the year, man. We grinding out trying to get to 5,000 subs, man. So go ahead and sub up to the channel. We got a Paolo Banchero build coming for y'all today, man. Let's get right into it. This build is a power forward. We went with left-handed, jersey number 5, just like Paolo, and we can go ahead and continue. Now, I went with the exact body settings from the NBA roster. So I got 6'10", 250 pounds, 7'3" wingspan, and compact for the body shape. So on this build, like I said, I did go with the actual build from NBA 2K. If you wonder where I get these numbers from. So all right, we're gonna take the close shot up to an 88. Very high for a close shot, and we are going to use badges like, you know, fast twitch. I definitely want to be able to use that. If you need to be able to, you know, add a little more to the build, you can use stuff like fearless finisher or masher, but remember, masher only works for people smaller than you. Now, all right, for the driving layup, we can go ahead and take this up to an 87. Driving dunk, we can go with an 86 because we do want to be able to get some of these contact dunks. And with that being said, man, just make sure you put, you know, make sure you put a little something on the build so you can get some decent ones. Now, for the driving dunk, we're gonna go with an 86. So we get that gold limitless takeoff and posterizer on silver, man. Both of those badges are super important to this build. Now for the standing dunk and the post control, we're both gonna go with a 71 just to pretty much add some extra finishing badges onto the build. Now for the 3-point shot, I did juice this up just a little bit. This 3-point shot was like a 75 or something like that. I needed to add a little bit of something so we can get catch and shoot on gold with this build, man. It'll definitely help the build be more active. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to make a true to the player build, but at the same time, you got to make the build playable. And then with the free throw, we're gonna take this up to a 75. I would suggest always going at least 70 so you can be consistent from the free throw line, man. Now for the pass accuracy, we're gonna take this up to a 70 because that's what his pass accuracy actually was, and we're just gonna take this ball handle up to a 76. Now with the 76, you'll be decent at dribbling. I wouldn't suggest, you know, trying to be like a world beater, you know, trying to beat the whole team dribbling the ball. It's not gonna happen with it being that low on this build. Now for interior defense, I juiced this stat as well. I put it up to a 77. Now for perimeter D, we're gonna take this up to a 67. For the steal, we're not going high at all with the steal. You'll still be able to play the passing lanes, but I wouldn't suggest, you know, like reaching a lot on the build. We will be going with a 62. And for the block, I had to, you know, respect the guy just a little bit and put some extra on the block. I went up to an 87. For the offensive rebound, we're going to a 65. And mind you, this offensive rebound, it really doesn't do much as far as like being able to get boards on offense. You probably won't get a lot of them unless the defender is out of position, but it does help you get some extra badges. So we got a 93 for the defensive rebound, so we can get that rebound chaser on gold. Some other very important badges. So the reason why we put the block up to an 87 was so we can get anchor on silver, man. That is very important to the build and very important just to being able to play defense in the paint in general, man. Now for the speed, we're gonna take this and put this up to a 74. The acceleration, we can go up to a 68. The strength, man, this build needs the strength. You got to be able to finish down in the paint. We're going with a 77. For the vertical, man, we're going to take the vert up to an 83 because this dude really do be jumping. And last but not least, we're going to take the stamina up to a 90, man. And we got 21 finishing badges. We're going to use every little bit of that. And even if you wanted to, you could add some extra. There's a few places where the build would be a little bit stronger if you added some extra badges. Now we got 17 of those green bean make your girl scream badges, 12 playmaking, and 22 of those lockdown defender type badges, man. Let's talk about these takeovers, man. We do get slashing take, sharpshooting take, rim protecting, and rebounding. I would highly suggest going with slashing and shooting. This build can defend. I don't think you need takeover to necessarily do that any better, but if you do want to, I would highly suggest going with like an interior badge drop or pain intimidation. Either of those things work, and then spot up or limitless if you want to do that, but I would highly suggest going with spot up over limitless. Now we're gonna go ahead and talk about these shades of, man, because it can't be a Paolo Banchero build unless Paolo Banchero's in the shades of. And look at that, number one, Paolo Banchero, then we got Sharif Abdul-Rahim, and then Evan Mobley, man. The build comes out as an inside-out scorer, a pretty decent build. In all honesty, it's a very common name. I think everything, if you can shoot and dunk, or shoot and lay the ball up, you come out as an inside-out scorer. 2K could have did a little bit better making these build names, you know what I'm saying? They need like a random name generator, but more so like based on your skills. So it's not just like these same names for every build. But all right, man, let's get into the badges. Like I love to say on this channel, we're gonna make sure those badges match your playstyle, but we're gonna pick the best ones at the same time. So starting off with these finishing badges, man, we do have fast twitch core on tier 3. Now this is a badge that you're going to want to core on this build just because we have all of that close shot. You might as well use it. We do have posterizer on tier 3 in silver and rise up on bronze, just so you can definitely bang down low with the bigs and be able to finish some of those standing dunks, man. Then we got Aerial Wizard and Limitless Takeoff, both on gold and tier 2. I actually really like both of these badges. They'll help you get a lot of the finishes that you probably shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? If you do one of those post-spin technician type of moves, you would definitely be going crazy on this build, man. All right, now time for the shooting badges. First things first, we have Catch and Shoot Cord in tier 3 on gold. This is the only badge that I think is completely necessary for this build. All of the other ones you can switch around to match your playstyle and do exactly what you want to do in the game. But then we also got Blinders on silver, Green Machine on silver, Volume Shooter on Hall of Fame, and then Claymore on gold. Like I said, make sure you switch around these badges to match your playstyle. Understand this is a specific player type of build, but there's always different things you can do with these badges. Now playmaking, I think, is probably the weakest area in this build, you know what I'm saying? So we got Break Starter on silver, Quick First Step on bronze, Bailout on bronze, and then Hyper Drive on silver as well. This build isn't really made to necessarily, you know, catch the ball and drive to the basket. This is more of a, you know, cutting to the basket on its own, or, you know, just a bailout pass type of build where you would pass them the ball. And last but not least, we got the defense, man. The defense on this build actually goes crazy. We got Rebound Chaser, Cord on gold and tier 3, Anchor on silver. I feel like with that combination right there is lethal, man. If you add some extra badges and you want to get Pogo or Brick Wall, I highly suggest getting those. We got Box Out Beast on gold and Chase Down Artist on gold. Really, I did that mostly for the badges. If you want to take some of those badges and put them elsewhere, you do what you do, man. Then we got Off-Ball Pest on Hall of Fame. I feel like for any build, especially for a big type of build, Off-Ball Pest is definitely the badge you're going to need if you want to be able to stop some of those drives, you know, without the ball before they even happen, bro. This is like being proactive instead of reactive. Go ahead and stop it before it even happens. Then we got Interceptor on bronze and Glove on bronze as well. I wouldn't suggest going for like crazy rips on this build on the bigs that don't have Unpluckable, because a lot of them won't. You can probably get some easy steals. An Interceptor, you're gonna be able to play it in passing lanes. But for the extra badges on this build, it was two places I would suggest them to go in: either finishing or playmaking. There's no real reason to put them anywhere else. If you're gonna try to dribble on this build, you're gonna have to add some extra badges. We only have 12 and you need 15 to get into tier 3. So you can add 3 badges right here so you can start messing around and maybe get Unpluckable. Add that extra one, you can get Unpluckable on silver. Make the build even better than it is. And let me know if y'all saw the man going crazy against Golden State. I mean, he's been playing well for his rookie season. Let me know what y'all think about him down in the comment section, man. But yeah, I'll catch y'all boys in the next one. But before y'all roll on out, if you have some extra time, check out some of the other videos on the channel. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch y'all boys in the next, man. It's your boy Don, and I'm up out of here. Peace.
Pile and paper got them talking nice to me. Down the bottle, it be going right through me. Brown baby down to take a flight to me. They think that I'm stunting, but it's slight to me. Pile and paper got them talking nice to me. Guess that's why the